That's interesting.
A strong, yeah, strong. You have to be strong.
Oh, for sure.
Have to be strong. And I don't think I've ever known I was that strong to work in that kind of industry. Like, it's like, okay, yeah, I can deal with, clients doing this, especially because I'm in charge. But to work in somebody else's establishment and then you gotta be nice and people, ugh, mm-mm.
Girl, my mom was just telling me that she was like, not everybody can really do that, like.
Mm-mm.
And then just the ripping and running, the memorize this person wants this, da, da, da.
Yeah, how do you be knowing who gets what? Do you be having to write it down or?
Yeah, so we have like a seat number type of thing. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why. Oh my gosh, I hate when like, okay, for example, I had a really large party. It was like 20 people, and that was my first time taking like 20 people. Because at the country club, I've taken like maybe like 10, 15. It's the country club, like it's whatever, And I know like the back of my hand by now. But this was like when I was first starting too. And it was one table of adults and one table of kids. Girl, when I tell you the parents are reaching over orders for the kids, going back and forth, just throwing me off. And I hate when they do that. So now, I literally ask them, I'm like, okay, do y'all mind if I go start here and go here? Like, we're not doing that jumping around bullshit. And let the kids order for themselves, girl. I hate when parents order for their grown-ass kids.
What you mean grown kids? What the age?
Teenagers. Like 14, like, why are you ordering for him? First of all, you lucky I'm letting you order off the kids meal because really, like,
just a grown person.
Yeah. But I don't really care. They don't eat off the kids meal. I let them. That has nothing to do with me. I really don't care.
Yeah.
But they do that a lot because on Tuesday, the kids meals are $3.99. So real people will come in and order hella kids meals. I'm like,
Are you serious? Do they be taking them to go?
Yeah, they'll take them to go. And it's like, really, you don't have to see the kids at the house. But not only that, like, they'll order for them. So I had this one old ass thing order a kids meal, but I just let them.
I mean, sometimes you might not want a full meal. You just want to get a little taste, but.
But you gotta have a kid sitting at the table though, because if the manager come around, it's gonna be like all these kids look like they not kids. Because they have to like do table check on all the tables.
To be honest with you, I don't know what the restaurant industry look like for a lot of other restaurants, but it sounds like the company that you work for make it to where that's why they prosper and that's why they're able to still do good. Because I haven't heard of all the other employees having this much responsibility and like control incentives for the job.
No, seriously, like they're like real big on customer service. Like they're huge on customer service.
As you should be, because I mean, today, this day and age, like, it's real hard to get real good customer service. Plus good food for the low.
I know, and the food cheap too. And that's what that's what I like about it. Like the food is a good price point. So it's like you get people who come in. It's not like I don't know, it's not like a fast food, so you're not just getting people who like really don't have the money to spend.
Right.
You got people who are making, a little bit of money they can spend, a little $30, $40, whatever. You're not getting the bottom of the bottom, like type of crowd. You're getting a mixed crowd.
Right. I just hope Texas Roadhouse don't become like how Outback, Longhorn, and all of them did.
How they become? I don't know. I never ate that.
Oh girl, that stuff used to be like Texas or how it is now, but now it's like Applebee's more so.
Oh.
At least to me it is.
Really?
Yeah, I know some people still eat there, but I'm not really a fan of Outback or Longhorn. If I'm going for a steak, I be wanting to go to Houston.
Yeah, I would never get a steak from Texas Roadhouse first of all. Like I'm not a big steak person.
I do. I love steak. I love a good steak, but like you, I need it from a steakhouse. I don't need it from somebody's cow in the backyard in Tennessee. Like,
right. If I'm doing steak, I'm gonna need steak from that. The only thing, what do you get when you go to Texas Roadhouse?
The breadsticks. Maybe some chicken fingers.
Do you eat the bear butter or you like the regular butter?
The who butter?
Do you eat like the honey butter or the regular butter?
The cinnamon honey? Yeah. That one.
it's okay. But honestly, their smothered chicken is really, really good. Like, if I'm gonna eat there, that's what I do.
That's what you told me, but I said I was gonna try it the next time I was down that way, but I haven't really been back down there.
Yeah. And girl, it's too much to really eat there. Like, the way this pizza is there. So especially on the weekend, you gotta catch it on the weekend. Now, I remember when I was like going there to apply or whatever. I heard the lady tell somebody it was gonna be a 2-hour wait. I'm like, this 2 hours. To eat here? No.
They love it. That's how the one in Kennesaw was when I used to go to the one in Kennesaw all the time because we used to live up there. Girl, they have 2 and 4 hour waits, and because they open so late in the day, you had to get on the reservation list.
Early, yeah.
I know,
like that's what kills me too. Like I feel like we need to open earlier. Like
y'all can really make it some money
that's
then.
what I'm saying. Cause opening at 3, and then it's like either you come in at 3, 4, or 5. If I come in at 5 and we close at 10 during the week, I'm over here for like 5 hours. That's not really cutting it.
What time do they close on the weekends?
11. It's 11 to 11 on the weekend. So you can do a double book. I'm not doing no double. I'm sorry. I would never do it. I wouldn't say I would never do it, but I would really be needing some money.
Yes.
And that's really why people do it. People been trying to do doubles a lot lately. After the first coming up. They trying to make bill money.
Right. I guess that is the pro of the job. If you ever needed to get your funds up real quick, you have, you know, the option to do so.
Yeah. And especially even there, because like you can request to work, like, this is money to me, man. It's just, do you want to put in the time?
Right.
I don't want to put in all my time.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Hello.
I told you that my dad's family put me back in the group chat after I left. Like,
you told me how he was trying to reach out. Did you actually like let him know like everything was good? You didn't want to talk about the other stuff?
No, I haven't talked to him. I did say I was gonna like talk to him, but I just whatever. I mean, maybe if he text or call me again. But honestly, girl, I'm just over his ass.
So they put you back in the group chat, and then what? Did you take yourself out again?
No, I just stayed in because I'm just like, okay, like what's the point? Y'all gonna put? I just felt like that was so petty to put me back. Like you clearly seen I left. It wasn't a mistake. Like why would y'all do that? And then they just ignore me because they text all day. Like,
well, I feel like when people do stuff like that, that's like their way of saying sorry without saying sorry.
Girl, no, that's not their way. They just, I don't even. It doesn't even tell you who added you. So it's like I don't even know who added me back.
You ain't have nobody in the group chat that you could have asked? Because it'll show them on the other side.
I could have asked my brother, but at that time, like, I didn't even feel like talking to him about the situation. Because I knew he was going to be like, oh, why are you talking to them? Oh, did I tell you they're having a girl?
No, so they are having a girl.
Yes.
Okay, you got your little
I know. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, and remember my sister? Remember how I told you how I had to talk to my sister, the one that's 6 months younger than me? She came up to me at the gender reveal. Literally, I'm sitting. She comes up to me. She's like, what's going on with you? I'm like, nothing. She's like, well, why haven't we talked in 2 years? I'm like,
girl, no, we not. What?
I just started laughing. I was like, why haven't we talked? Like, I don't know. You tell me. So we started getting into a heated discussion. Not like, you know, we talking, we passionate. I noticed that like everybody's kind of like ear hustling. Like all her friends, her family.
So did she go and tell the people she was going to come up to you and say something?
No, but I mean, we started to get a little loud. So I literally told her, I'm like, hold on, let's go take a walk. Like, let's go get away from the nosy crowd. And she's like, yeah, like they were definitely trying to like listen to what was going on. But I guess we kind of just talked about the situation. I don't know. It was like stupid, whatever. And then she invited me to hang out with her next weekend for her birthday. I'm like, okay. But you know what she said to me at the end? She was like, so if I never would have came up to you, we just wouldn't have been talking. I was like, no. We wouldn't have talked. Like, I was already up. I would wasn't gonna reach out.
Right.
But no. My dad's family probably think I'm such a bitch.
They probably think what?
They like she's just like her mom. They probably think I'm such a bitch.
Probably.
They're like, she's just like Francine.
But they not play with her.
But honestly, my mom be the main one encouraging me to talk to them, so they should really be nice to her.
I'm sure she had her reasons for why she had to do it the way she did, which got them thinking like, oh, you definitely her child.
For sure. Because they'll never be wrong. It's always the other person. But that's anybody.
But girl, I ain't gonna lie, that's one of the few things that really irritate me about our community. Like, we're just so regressive. It's almost like, as a whole, we cannot seem to somehow form accountability. Everybody want to always place the blame on somebody else instead of just saying, hey, it was my fault, I slipped up.
Yeah.
It's like everybody got to be perfect in our
It's a pride thing, too.
It just irritates me. I hate that about black people. Like,
it's just on the pride and ego thing.
very, very.
It's like we all have that too. I feel like, say you want to like hold a grudge against somebody, or you, that's like pride is a part of that too.
Right.
It's in all of that. It is what it is. I'm ready for House of Dragon.
Right?
I didn't watch. Did you watch Bridgerton season 3?
I did. I watched the first half, but I didn't watch the second. Well, the second half hasn't came out yet, right?
Was it good?
The first one?
Yeah, the first half.
Okay, to me it
I
was.
was hearing bad reviews.
No, to me it was good, and here's why. Because Penelope's character did a major upgrade. Like,
okay, I saw that. No, she looked bad, like the outfit, the hair. But you notice
even
how
her
they do
confidence
that to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like
It's
Anthony
character
even
development.
looked. Yes, Anthony looked way better in the second season. He was not cute in the first season. He had like an ugly looking beard.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
But
Right.
Colin, he's just not cute.
in here.
It is not.
We don't have no AC right now. They working on it.
What?
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's what they doing up there.
Mm-hmm.
Colin's not cute to me, so I just can't connect with. I don't know. I can't watch it.
You can't watch Colin?
I want to see
I like
Eloise.
Colin. I think Colin is cute. I do want to see Eloise too.
Was what's name in it? Marina, the black girl. Was
No,
she in the season?
not really. Not really. Not at all. Actually, no, not at all. And that's what I was thinking. I'm like, what happened to
She
the
wasn't part of the
first?
story.
Yeah, I was like, what happened to you? Want the middle part, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to think, what happened to YouTube?
Oh.
I'm trying to remember what happened to the first set of people.
Yeah, they not in it no more. Was Kate and Anthony? Oh, Kate and Anthony was in it. But you know what's name? The Duke. He's never coming back.
Yeah.
Simon. And then Daphne.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if he's not coming back, why she need to be back?
Exactly. But I would have loved to see how she, even just from her perspective, like, oh, your husband went off, like how, what's it called, husband is going off, or Penelope was, or you haven't watched it yet.
Right.
But Penelope was supposed to be getting engaged to the one that was like a bird watcher, and he travels a lot. I felt like they could have, made what's it called, husband, Daphne's husband, something like that. Like, oh, he traveled. Let's still get a glimpse of what her home life is like.
Yeah. That's true.
How she's, taking over her role, but whatever.
I'm over them.
You're right. At this point, we done had Miss Sharma.
I know. I love Kate. Like, Kate was my favorite. Kate and Anthony.
They weren't my favorite, but they were cool. Mm-hmm.
I felt like they had a way better chemistry. It was like, that's my favorite season. I didn't like Charlotte's house. It was boring to me. I didn't see the love. Everybody was like, oh my God, the chemistry, but I didn't see that. I'm gonna give it a chance. But hold on, tell me this. Did everybody find out that wait, what's her name?
Not yet.
So Eloise didn't expose
No, Eloise knows. And here's the thing about Eloise. Eloise, just because she's mad at Penelope, her character doesn't change, and I do like that. She doesn't. She's trying to show Penelope like, I'm still hurt by what you did, but her character for Penelope, her love for Penelope doesn't really change. Like you can see when Cressida was like bullying Penelope and stuff. Still, she would be trying to jump in to save her because she already knew like what it was. But she wasn't necessarily like going to hang out with her.
Right. I love Eloise. I'm so excited for her story.
Yeah, I love Eloise. When she was, and you know what? Even Cressetta, she kind of surprised me a little bit because I was like,
did they give her more of a role? Because
Hell
she
yeah.
never really had a role.
Mhm.
Like she was just that mean girl.
So she's Eloise's friend now.
Oh,
Yeah, her and Eloise are like real close and stuff like that,
that's
which is basically
interesting.
yes. And because they are friends now, you can kind of see where she lacks in her own department. Like she's supposed to be this pretty girl that was supposed to be prettier than the pack when it was
Right,
Eloise
but she
and
not.
Penelope.
Yeah.
But she in her third year trying to get married. They like, girl, you're gonna have to find somebody or you're out of here.
Right.
But yeah, it is so good.
I'm gonna watch it. I just need like, cause I don't really watch TV like that.
Mhm.
I need to really want to watch it.
I'm trying to think, is there anything that would make you wanna watch it? The only thing I can think of is Penelope. Penelope showed her behind that first half. I said, look at this girl. She done switched it up. New hair, new dresses, new vibe, new feel. But nobody knows she's Lady Whistledown. But she did end up writing an article on Colin before they started like being friends again. Because you know Colin went away and came back.
Yeah.
She wrote an article on him. He doesn't know that she's Lady Whistledown, but the
Right.
article was pretty negative.
Oh.
And so he's like vowed to, whenever he finds out who Lady Whistledown is, like basically take her down.
Oh, see, that's annoying to me. I don't like that type of like storyline. Like, I don't want to see Colin and like I don't want to see him forgive her for being Lady Whistledown. Like, no, y'all need to take that bitch down. Why? Because we know how to. But then another thing I was thinking about too. When everybody does find out that it's her, like, where do we go from here?
Right.
Because it's like, they're not the last story. We still have Eloise. We still got the other brother.
The Francesca. We still. Oh, that's
Yeah.
that's another thing. We and Francesca. So this season is Francesca and Hey everybody, welcome in. Like the live, share it. Thank you. She's just doing a silk press today.
Francesca, we and her.
Oh yeah. So yeah. So she's in the season as well with Eloise. So it's not just one Bridgerton.
I thought Eloise came out last season.
She started, but you know they get like 3 or 4 years. It seemed
Okay.
like just depending on how old they are, seasoned or inspired or whatever. But yeah, they ate it up. I ain't gonna lie. I was really pleased with Penelope.
Let me see when House of Dragon is coming back. I keep saying I'm gonna rewatch season 1.
Girl, you need to. I done already started.
Oh my gosh, it's June 9th. Okay, this literally.
Is it June 9th? I thought it was June 16th. They must have moved it up.
June 9th is the first episode.
Oh, child, that's up the street.
I know, literally.
Yeah, girl, go ahead and get up.
But I literally watched the first season, so I watched it in like 2 nights. That's when I was living in my dorm. Girl, I was in the dorm watching that shit, doing homework at the same time, trying to.
Yeah, I am definitely team Rhaenyra.
Yes. And did you read up on the spoilers? Like, of what's
No,
going
you know
on?
I don't never read spoilers.
I
I be
do.
wanting to. I be scared.
Girl, it's going now. Like, she's not playing.
Okay, yeah, tell me. You
So
be having it.
basically, I don't even remember everything, but basically they have this one little scene. It's something cheese, where literally they put, I forget which one of Alice's kids it was, but they put her in like a room with some cheese on her and rats eat her.
What, dead or alive?
Eat her alive. And that was like the revenge plot.
Because Allison had most of her kids killed, right?
Yeah, because of her son. Because her other son. What's the boy who killed her? Alice's son with the dad, whatever. The one who wanted to be king for real. Yeah, the fake king.
Oh, Aegon.
So after they had their little dragon fight or whatever. But you know what I noticed though? Because I did watch I saw a small clip. He actually looked remorseful. After the boy died.
Yeah, he did. He didn't mean it. It was an accident.
He was trying to tell the dragon to stop, but
he had already started. Yeah.
Child.
I noticed that too. I said this is not going to play out well because you can kind of tell he had a little bit of guilt on him.
Yeah.
But guilt doesn't matter when you've already set the fire.
Right. Exactly. He knew it was gonna be some shit.
Girl, and that doggone the princess who never was.
Oh yes.
I said,
yes.
now that's a cousin for you right there,
Yes.
because
I like her.
she had the opportunity to steal the crown again,
Yeah.
and she didn't.
I like her too. She was like, but I just never liked how Rhaenyra got with Damon. Like that just never sat right with me.
Well, you know, back in those days, it was considered like
They want to
pure,
keep the blood.
pure blood. Yeah.
But the thing is, those weren't even his sons.
Who
the little boys? I forget their. Why don't I know no names?
Oh,
brown hair.
Yeah, they were Sir Kristens.
Child, and the way they tried to lie. I don't know. The storylines I just love the storylines.
Okay, so did you go back and see from the House of Dragon, like how everything and how everybody is related?
I know it's a lot of connections, but I don't see. That's why I need to rewatch. I know that, like, okay, you got the Black family. They took Targaryens too, or whatever. The Rhaenyra was. They're not.
They cousins to the Targaryens. I forgot what they are though.
Rhaenyra was with the Black boy.
The gay
one that was ran away.
They never had any kids.
You're right. The kid, because the kids wasn't blonde.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, the kids was blonde and they was white. So it just the math really was not math.
Okay, so the first set of kids came from her night.
Right. The mom died.
And then she did have some kids with Damon. She ended up having kids with Damon, which ended up being the blonde-haired kids.
Wait, why do I not remember having kids with Damon? This is why I need to rewatch. See, they put too much time in between.
Yeah, they did.
It's been years. Like,
well, not even seasons. Even in the show, they put too much. They put a time gap. Remember, Rhaenyra left for Dragonstone.
When she came back. I wish we kind of would have seen her as a teen a little bit more.
Me too. I ain't gonna lie.
Dramatic, like, jump.
Yes, I agree.
Like, damn, her dad was old as shit. Like, it was just. I wanted to see more of the teenage. Like, is he fighting for her more to get the crown?
Right.
Like, what's going on?
Right. I agree, but to be honest with you, I like the teenage Rhaenyra better than I do, or like just to look at.
Yeah.
I think she was prettier younger. The new one, it took me a minute to get adjusted to her facial structure because it's so strong.
Yeah. But I feel like she has that look though that
don't play.
Yeah. You know, for the show.
My girl she finna like King's Landing, just like her doggone great niece.
I need to watch Game of Thrones.
And do.
I watched the first season so long ago, but girl, it's so you have to really pay attention. Like, give it your full attention so you can know what's going on. And I'm a casual TV watcher. Like, I can't be too invested. Yeah, like, I like to be on. I do other stuff while I watch TV. Like, I can't just watch TV for hours. Like,
I think when you get past like the first 2 seasons in Game of Thrones, you'll be able to pick up because all you have to do is just get through character introductions, introductions. It's like 3 or 4 different houses all going up against each other. But once you start learning who is who and what is what, it makes it a lot easier to keep up with. Because I was the same way. When I first started Game of Thrones, I had to sit down and focus. But later as the seasons progressed, I was able to like still do schoolwork and do other stuff and still know what was going on.
You know what I really missed? I missed The Last Kingdom.
Oh my God, with Utrecht.
That was like my favorite show ever be. That was like one of my shows, like,
a little comfort show, yeah.
Yes. I used to rewatch it all the time. I haven't watched it in so long.
You didn't watch the movie?
I did. I watched the movie.
Oh.
The movie was okay.
Yeah, I didn't like the movie. I felt like the series was better.
Yeah.
But Utrecht wasn't playing. He said, I'm getting back to Bebenberg.
Yeah.
I love it.
I liked it. It took me so long to watch the ending though. Like, I wasn't like eyes glued. I feel like with the series, I was like, oh my gosh, like I need to hurry up and watch this.
Right.
It was such a good show. Like, I love that show. I love medieval, like Game of Thrones, The Last Kingdom type of like war.
I agree.
Because it's the storylines. Like, they get deep.
Yeah, and then the costumes, the outfits, everything just be right on. It just really take you back like, oh, I'm watching this live.
The accent, like everything.
And I'm still waiting on them to release that show about Jon Snow.
Oh, what is it, like a prequel?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's supposed to be a sequel after, I don't know if it's like after the wall situation, because you know the last scene in Game of Thrones was when he killed Daenerys.
Oh,
you didn't know that?
Well, no, I never seen it.
Oh, girl, yeah, he killed his auntie. After they done had sex and everything, he found out like I don't even think he found out it was an auntie. I think we just knew that that was his auntie.
Why'd he kill her?
Girl, she was lighting King's Landing up. Like, she literally burned King's Landing to the ground because they had stole it from her and killed her babies, killed her man, all type of
her
stuff.
dragons.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yep. And then they used one of her dragons against her in a war against the dead. Girl, it was a lot. I need to watch.
I don't know. People always say, my dad used to always say it's like the greatest show ever. Because he was the one who put me onto The Last Kingdom. He's like, Game of Thrones is way better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try.
And I think Game of Thrones is better because I don't know if it's because it's like a bigger, net or series or whatever. But the people really be tuned in when Game of Thrones or when House of the Dragon come on, girl. You're gonna be seeing so many people out here with House of the Dragon gear on. I can't wait to see all the nerds come to life. Like,
no, I don't know if it's because I watched the show and like I would like look up tweets about it when it was first coming on, but I would see it all on my Twitter and then it would trend.
Yep.
And I love
that's how serious it is.
Yes, I love watching shows in real time because I like to hear other people's opinions. Like, what does everybody else think?
Exactly.
Like I like to talk about it. And no, you're really like the only person who watches the same shows as me. Like, I don't really know anybody who watches House of Dragons.
Because people be trying to watch freaking reality TV, and I don't care.
That's me. You know I love reality.
I don't care nothing about no reality TV. Turn on the scripted series, please.
Let me tell you about a show I think you would like.
Let me see.
Well, I don't know. Because we like similar stuff, but you're really not a big reality TV. It's this show on Bravo called Below Deck.
Oh, I've seen the little trailers and stuff.
Yes, where they charter.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you that show is hilarious, I love watching it because, I don't know, it's just funny. The drama that be going on the boat, it reminds me of like working in a restaurant, kind of like. It's like watching real life on TV. Like the way they be arguing and shit, and then the guests that they be having on there. And then it's so crazy because isn't it crazy how people will really be rich? Like I watched one episode, girl, that they left a $40,000 tip for the crew.
Yeah.
I'm like $40,000 for the tip. It's crazy. And then one time somebody had left a $4,000 tip. They was pissed. They was like, $4,000? That broke ass bitch.
I'm
like, $4,000? That seems like a good. But they say standard is $10,000.
I was gonna say, I feel like most of those people on those ships, they do get really good tips because you're traveling. Yeah. Like, and then plus they don't have to use their money for real. Like, I've always heard that people on ships and stuff like that be having, pretty good jobs. But speaking of, did you see the lady that went missing on that cruise ship?
No.
She was working on with Disney and they're trying to cover it up.
That's probably why I haven't seen it.
Girl.
What? Oh, it was a Disney cruise line?
Mm-hmm. They were saying she went missing on the ship. The last footage they seen of her, she was supposed to be on what they thought was like the deck that you can get swept up by a rogue wave. Turns out that was not true. She was deeper into the deck, which means that something was going on. They found her they found some shorts that belonged to her that had like signs of struggle. They felt like was on it, but they haven't seen this lady. Her family trying to get information, trying to get police to come out and figure out what's going on. Don't nobody want to help. They trying to act like it never happened. Like,
oh my goodness, when was this?
This was back in, I think they said 2011, but they just now starting to
investigate.
Because it's social media. Like,
that's crazy. I couldn't work on them. They probably did. They definitely got the means to just cover it right on the.
Yeah, because I mean, think about what the headline is gonna be when whatever happened on that ship come out. Like,
and it's so easy to be like, oh, maybe she fell, maybe it's easy. Oh, she was drunk. All the lies they can come up with.
Exactly. And that's what they said. It was like her family was like they were trying to say that she did something to herself. They like that's not true. She was not that kind of person. They said that she was supposed to be was in a relationship, a toxic relationship, and she was upset. Girl, there's so much going on, but basically they trying to hide the lady case.
I don't know. I couldn't work on no cruise ship. That would be terrifying. Have you seen the guy on TikTok who works on a cruise ship? He works on like the largest one, and he like makes videos about it. It actually seems like a cool job, but being on the boat like that for money. No. I was thinking about the little charter boat thing, but I'm like, I could never do that. Like,
why?
I feel like you gotta be a certain kind of person. I'm just not like really that proper, like protocol-y type of. And then being on the ship, like, who's gonna do my hair? Like, how am I gonna?
You.
Girl,
how to embrace
my nails gonna be. That would just be terrible for me.
I don't know if you've seen the girl that was on that marine ship that was like out to sea or whatever, but she was basically putting girls on like all she do is get on this ship.
Oh, I saw that when and she was making good money, and she was like, it was a real easy job.
And she had braids, I think. Like that's what I was thinking.
Braid, yeah. I would get so tired of that.
Okay.
Like, no, I need a weave. I need a press. Have you seen the people who like work in Alaska doing the little like fishing stuff, and they make like thousands of dollars? They got to do it for like a couple months straight. They work like 17-hour days, but they make like close to 10,000 or something crazy.
A month?
No, for their whole like stint. They do like monthly like stints or whatever.
Oh, I see. 10,000 in a few months, I guess.
I don't know. I'm not that hard worker, girl. Like, I need something a little
less worker.
Simple.
Right.
I told myself I need to like hurry up and get a husband, do something, because I just can't keep working like this.
Girl.
I want to relax.
Girl.
Seriously.
Tell me about it. I'm literally just like so irritated. Every day I have to wake up. But you know, I be like, I'd rather do it myself than to be getting it off of somebody who would throw it in my face.
Yeah.
So until then, I'm gonna just have to wait. But
time's ticking.
Okay, I'm trying to sit cute on somebody young before I'm 40.
Literally. Running around, taking my kids. I want to be like a soccer mom.
Real cute.
PTA mom, like make the little snack bag.
Go to Pilates, drop the kids off. Yes. Real easy life.
Oh, I saw the Pilates instructor that me and Destiny used to go to. It was the same girl you had went to. She came to my job, and she was like, "Why y'all haven't been coming to class?" She literally like motivated me to go, and I went last what was that, on Friday. I'm gonna start going again because girl, I have to get this weight off. Like I can't do this. And when I seen her, I was like, this is a sign from God. Like, I need to get back.
Take care of yourself, grown lady. Yeah, I'm not really feeling Pilates right now. I've been doing boxing.
Okay, boxing's good. Boxing is like a workout.
I was gonna say, and that's exactly what it's been. I've been having a...
Well, you look like you really slimmed down. I was literally looking at you when I was sitting in a dryer. Like, I don't know, you have a glow to you right now.
Do I? Girl, because life is not glowing. I mean, it's not terrible, but it ain't giving glow. But yeah, I've been boxing.
You take classes? Where?
In East Atlanta at Roundhouse.
I'm not going up there.
Oh, okay. My dad was like, "You don't know what side of town you want to be on." I'm like, "I do. It's just nothing is on this side. Nothing that I want to do.
Literally.
With the people I like, the type of people that I like doing it with, no. All these people over here are a little different.
They are, and it's really and I'm not like a typical gym type of person.
Yeah, me neither. I had to come to terms with that.
Yeah,
like there's no reason for me to have a gym membership. I don't need one. I'm not going to the gym every day, but I will go to a little class or something.
Yeah, it's like something like that, but I don't know. I feel like I need a partner. Like I wouldn't really do it for real by myself. So I'm telling Destiny, I'm like,
even classes?
Yeah, cause I mean I go to Pilates classes by myself, but
that's all the other classes are. Literally, you go in there, you start making friends, you just doing a workout, and then you know. Now the gym, yeah, I agree. I can't do that by myself.
No, it's so awkward.
Oh, somebody said cruise ships have a salon.
What?
You would survive.
That's funny. Oh, I didn't know that. They probably do though.
Yeah. They have massage rooms now that I think about it.
Nail salons, all of that stuff. Actually,
Charm.
I could survive, but girl, no.
Okay, I was gonna say I still need to be able to get off.
I know, I'm not no cruise girl.
Matter of fact, I be irritated sitting in one spot in one building all day long. I be ready to go outside. Like,
right.
Okay, next.
Yes.
Like here, girl, when I be here all day, I be irritated.
I know, y'all don't have no windows.
I mean,
well, they got windows.
Yeah, I was gonna say now I can see out their windows sometimes, but it's the AC. I need to go outside and feel some fresh air.
Yeah. Honestly, the perfect, like, if I imagine, like, what is a perfect little job, I would be somewhere, like, you know how in California or whatever, those, like, tech, more modern places like Google where they have the big offices, the glass windows, they got you the nice lunches and snacks and stuff like that. That would just be perfect with other younger people.
Girl, those be the worst.
Really?
Yes, those offices be cold. They be trying to get you to work during your lunch because they know they provided lunch. Like, all my corporate friends hate their corporate jobs.
Really?
Yes, and they work at like Microsoft, Google, all of those. And I'm like, yeah.
And they just overwork them?
Something like that. So like, I have two friends. They both engineers. One is the one engineer at Microsoft, and I think the other one, I forgot the company she worked for. But basically, it's like they have trouble with the older staff because people are older. They are used to doing something one way. They don't really like to tell them how to, do stuff, or even just like the culture of the workplace is dead.
I could see that. But that's everywhere, child. We just gotta get this last little bit of these old folks out.
Okay. I agree. I said, okay, y'all, but that's the thing. This is what I don't like, right? So you get the last little bit of the old folks out, and then you get the new ones in, and now they don't want to listen. They don't want to help nobody. It's all like they gonna do the same thing. Yeah. Oh, y'all figure it out. We had to get here ourselves. Like, yeah. It's gonna always be a cycle because everybody is, basically for themselves.
Each other, yeah. Sad.
But I agree. Get them old folks out of there. Get them young folks in there so we can really start getting stuff moving for real.
Thank you. Take their salaries off. Pay everybody else more.
And have these people do this work from home. I feel like these people are more efficient when they work from home. When they get to take their computer to Mexico and sit on the beach answering them calls, they be fine. They be sitting at home in that office, girl, they be having an attitude. They don't want to help you.
Yes. Oh, and then one thing about it, you cannot have too much time on your hands because that's when shit really just.
Every time.
That's really the problem. Honestly, that was the biggest problem at the country club. Like, girl, when it was summertime, we really wasn't having these problems. When it started to get slow and everybody just sitting around and
everybody thinks you got too much time.
Yeah, like, you got too much time to be in other people's business.
I seen a video yesterday on TikTok. They talking about why y'all, or a girl from New York was like, why y'all didn't tell us that the country clubs is where it's at down here in Georgia. Like, I can find my husband. And I'm like, girl, which country club are you at? Because all the country clubs I know, them men already married. You might be able to find a nice little trick, a nice little pimp, but husband? That might be a stretch. You might need to go sit at the Four Seasons for your husband.
They're definitely married. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. I was at work today. So I work breakfast only, right? So I literally work from 7 to 11. Or like maybe 11, 12, whatever. So there's this one guy, he always, he'll give me money. Like, he'll just be like for example, one time, he'll come in, he'll be like, hey, whatever, we'll talk, joke, blah, blah, blah. And he'll be like, do you need some money? And of course I'm gonna always say yes. So anyways, I served him and his family. So he's like, how much you need? I'm like, can I get 60? So he gave it to me, whatever.
Why you ask for 100?
Well, his bill was like $90.
So yeah, double it.
So he gave it to me. I was like, oh, thank you. Like, when I made a joke, I'm like, the first coming up bills, blah, blah, blah. He was like, yeah, you know what you need? I was like, what?
A sugar
baby? Yes. He was like,
oh, I got one for you.
I looked at him, but I was just so disgusted. I was just like, well, I'm not giving you no sugar boo.
I'm crying.
Goodbye. Like, and it's so crazy because his wife was even sitting at the table. They do not care. Like, they have no respect.
Now he gave you the money and was flirting with his wife sitting at the table?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't really a flirt. It was more so like,
yeah. You know T.
Yeah, but girl, they really they have no shame. But that's just a part of their lifestyle.
Right.
It is what it is. I feel like eventually, you know what I mean? Sometimes I want to like really sit and have a real conversation with them about the dynamics, but you know they don't want to talk about their wives. For real.
Well,
But
I don't know. It
just wanna be
depends.
like-
You might be able to get a good conversation out of them. You gotta get them drunk first,
Yeah.
and then you gotta ask an off the wall question like, "Why y'all be doing that?"
But it's what I really want to ask is like, how did it start? You know, like,
Oh, they would
did
love
y'all
to tell
start
you.
out loving? Did y'all love each other at first? Like, was it down the line? You just started cheating? Like, when did the cheating start? Like, I just like want to know the dynamics. What changed? I feel like that's knowledge for me. You know,
Right.
in the
So keep it
future,
up.
Like, cause it's like, damn, and then they be looking in love and happy too, but it's just.
So my question was gonna be, what if you come to find out that some of these people are still in love with their wives? They just like to have multiple options.
I mean, is that really love? I just feel, me personally, everybody has a different opinion. Some people say yes, you can cheat and still love the person, but I just feel like
I don't think so. But that's my opinion. That's my opinion.
You can't be in love.
I can't be in love with
like
you.
you're
You
not
don't
in love. Like you may, okay, I love you. Like we're partners,
Facts.
we're family. We have kids together. We have a life together. Like I love you, but like I'm not like in love with you. It's not a passionate I'm in love with you. No, because you're not gonna cheat on me. Like if it's anything, if it's a problem, I feel like if you're married, like y'all been through enough, you can sit down and have a conversation about this. That what do you need? What do I need? Like you're not just gonna step out like that.
Well, I don't know, because it's not always that easy, you know. Sometimes people be getting married and they don't even know who they be married to. So you can sit down and have a conversation, but if the people aren't, or if both parties aren't comprehending or committed to understanding, you're gonna still have the same problem. And sometimes that's where people decide, like, okay, yeah, I'm done talking. But you know what they say, it's cheaper to keep her.
Oh my gosh. Let me tell you about this. There's these 3 white guys. They come in every single time for breakfast, right? But they like Trumpies, like real.
Oh God.
You know, but they're nice, you know, so whatever. But I be hearing them talk because they come in first. They be the only ones in there. Girl, they was talking today, oh, Biden better not get elected. The Trump, they're trying to prosecute him, blah, blah. They talking about all that shit. So I'm like, whatever. So then they get to talking about these Asian people that's up there, right?
At the club?
Yeah, they're members.
Oh, yeah.
His name is,
Wait, he know the people name?
yeah, they're other members.
Oh, so they know these people
Yeah.
for real. Okay.
So he's like, you know, Dr. So-and-so, like, yeah, he's a crook. Like, he'll tell you he's a crook. Like, you know, he's he was like, he's a good Asian guy. I'm like, he's a good Asian guy. What does that mean? So then he's like, yeah, and his wife, you know, I like his wife, blah, blah. But, where was I going with this story? Oh, he started talking about his ex-wife. He was like, yeah, that bitch took my house, this, and that, and the divorce. Like, just talking about how she took his money, she took this, and he was just talking about how he actually regretted getting the divorce. And I was just like, wow, like, damn, you rather just stay in a miserable marriage? Like,
It do. That's what I'm telling you. It do. When they be thinking about, okay, especially when they've been in long relationships, like I would say probably like 10, 15 years in, you probably done bought a house together. Y'all probably have investments together. When you get divorced and you don't have what you need to have in place, girl, that wife taking you for everything.
I know, and it's so crazy because
Period.
it's crazy to hear them talk about it in real time because it's like, okay, sure, they may have a little bit of money. Some of them, of course, you have your millionaires or whatever, but it's like a regular person, like, can lose their house. Like, anybody could lose you could lose the house, you could lose the car, whatever. Like, you gotta really play it smart.
Exactly. And that's exactly what they be doing. They're like, okay, I'm still, you know, handle business, do what I gotta do so I can still afford the lifestyle I want. But now that it's not putting you behind in life, because, you know, divorce is kind of like starting over for a lot of people.
Yeah.
You have the money and the time, whatever you need to go trick off and do what you need to do.
Child, I was telling my mom, I said, you need to get
You
on that
trick
life
with both
insurance policy. You need to be putting your name on that house deed. Because my mom, she's so like, it's like she's smart, but it's like she's not at the same time when it comes to certain things. Like, first of all,
but your mom was like play a pimp of the year, so
girl, but but it's security too. I be trying to tell her, like, shit is sweet right now, but you never know. Like, you literally never know. Like,
how you know she not secure though?
Girl, because it's certain things that she doesn't have. Like, okay, y'all don't have a life insurance policy together.
But did she take one out on him?
His house. No, you're not on the deed of his house. He has 3 BMW trucks. Do you have any type of like ownership in any? Like, you don't have nothing in nothing. You basically like, what are you? Nothing. Like, you don't have anything.
No, she's gonna be a wife. Didn't they get married?
Girl, but the thing is, she need to be putting some titles and just every little thing. I just try to tell her, like, when it comes to paperwork, you never know how people are, especially when it comes to their money. And when things are good, they're good. But when it gets down to the wire, Like, you never know. Even like, okay, my grandma has a will. She has a very high, what do you call it? Life insurance or whatever. So, my mom, I always tell her, like, you need to have your own will. Like, you have a house, the house we live in, that's will to you. You have X amount of money from the life. Like, and she's like, well, I don't really have anything. Like, what am I getting a will for? Okay, so
girl, even the clothes on your back, you
saying.
Need a will because they will take what they will take you for what you have.
And I'm like, Mom, God forbid, like
who gonna be the beneficiary?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, God forbid something happens to you. Like, I don't know. I'm thinking about myself, my future too. Like, this is, I'm not even trying to be funny, but I said,
no,
I'm
that's
like,
facts.
God forbid something happens to you. All this money and this ownership of this house that's supposed to be to you, that could be to just any of your
oh girl, no.
And I told my mom, or anybody, and she's like, well, you don't think like they will look out for you? No. Like,
girl, no.
Think that?
No,
like,
absolutely not.
Everybody's gonna look out for themselves.
Exactly. And you know, when money is involved, people get real greedy.
That's what I'm saying. Even when it comes to family, like we had, you know how I told you, my grandparents said, girl, they had so many properties, this and that. Literally, my grandpa's brother, like, stole one of the properties from them.
Yeah.
Like, took it from up under them. I'm like, your family will shit on you when it comes to, like, monetary things. You cannot trust people.
Absolutely.
And she just, girl, she's so, like, naive and delusional.
Well, you're going to have to be the one to set it up for her then. Just go ahead and draw it up. Tell her, ask her where she wants things to be designated to. Because you're right.
Let me draw up everything.
Yeah, okay. And Khalees is the beneficiary. And, you know, some parents will do it like that. Even though they have older children, they go for the more responsible child when it's all said and done.
She would definitely go for Danielle. And that's, like, my thing, too. I'm like, no. Because me and Danielle, it's not like...
So, yeah, you're gonna have to intercede her before she even... Because what if Oscar make her sit down and do that and she decided to put Danielle on everything?
I know, and you're
going to have to jump in.
But that's what I'm saying, too. That's how she is. Like, she used to have a old life insurance policy. And she's like, okay, well, Danielle's, like, the main, like, distributor. Yeah. I said, excuse me? Girl, she had to go get a whole new policy and put everybody's name on it. I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah, because you can't trust her to distribute
that. Don't put Danielle for dealing with Khalees.
Right.
Let Danielle be with Danielle. Don't let her have nothing to do with I'm grown now, boo. I don't have time for her to be nothing over nothing with me.
Yeah, people get real funny about that money.
Which is so sad, because it's like, really, in that time, like, and girl, it was so crazy when the situation happened with my grandpa's brother, because he acted so fast on it. It's like nobody's even thinking about that. We're like mourning.
Yeah,
we're, like, in
girl,
and you like needed.
That's what they do.
Sneaky shit, like
that's exactly what they do. I had a family member, one of my more recent family members passed away. Girl, by the time the funeral was even over, it was like, oh, we need this, we need that. I said, dang, can the body get cold in the ground first? Like, but people don't be thinking about it. Like, they don't think about it like that. They be mourning. I'll say they mourn the loss of whoever, but they are more so inclined to be worried about their situation. Oh, I got a little money coming in now. I know, you know, I can do whatever I need to, or I can. They don't ever think about where the money should be going or needs to go. Which is why I was very adamant with my mom. And I think, like, when my uncle passed away and stuff, I hope she was able to see what I was trying to tell her. Don't just leave us money. Leave a house. Leave an investment. Leave something that it's going to take some work to get some money out of. Whether we have to sell it or do whatever. Because when you just have money free like that to go, then people going to run down there to that doggone courthouse, take that money, and that's a wrap. Like, you're not, there's no more of that.
Yeah.
At least with with property and stuff like that, like, okay, if we have to decide what's going on, it's a group decision. It's not like, oh, this is solely belonging to this person. Like,
no, for sure. I be trying to tell my mom that too. Because, girl, she be so quick to try to sell the house. Or, like, her and Oscar talking about selling their house. I'm like, y'all are crazy. Why are we selling property? That's what's wrong with black folks.
No, y'all better rent that out, give it to one of the kids when they get married, move in and stuff. Like, we just don't have the wealth building that we used to have, or at least that we should have had. Yeah, for sure.
To even know, like, these houses, like, down by where we live, like, you would not believe the prices they trying to sell for. Like, the high 400,000.
Yeah. And I remember where you live, girl. Them houses was 200,000, very high, 200,000 and 300,000. Now they almost $500,000 homes.
Crazy, like, so crazy. Which I see why she wants to sell, because it's like, this is a very high peak. But at the same time, No, you need to leave property in your home.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
they
You get more out of it when you leave it.
Exactly, and it's so stupid to me because literally all of my mom and like her siblings, they live in properties that my grandparents have left them.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't want to leave nothing for us.
No, they don't care nothing about
selfish.
that.
Like,
Exactly. My grandma still has her house, and before my uncle passed away, he was gonna be the beneficiary of her house. I don't know who it is now, but my mom was like, I don't want that house. If she wanted to, she want to get rid of it. I was like, no. Like, I get that you don't want to fight and hassle. That's why you went and bought your own.
Yeah.
But that's still a house that we can keep in the family. Like, if somebody ever needs somewhere to go, if we decide we want to rent it out, make a little extra money, whatever. Like, us taking the money and getting the money and then going about our business, you gonna spend the money and blow it, then what?
Exactly.
Because that's exactly what happens. And we see that even when people pass away, they get them life insurance policies. Girl, they blow that money, it be gone before the year end. And I've seen people blow hundreds and thousands of dollars.
Right, which I don't get that.
Like almost $500,000. When you should have kept that doggone house.
Do I need a trim?
Remember I
told you. Oh, we did get it. Yeah. It feels so much healthier. Last time it was a little. I had just came out that quick weave. It was like glue and it was like a mess. I knew when I got it done. I'm gonna make sure I actually wrap my hair this time because
It's stuck.